Greg, we've got two of the top. Defensive teams in this one.
Yeah, but my focus is on the other end tonight. Defense. The team that can come up with just a few timely stretches of stops, I think they win.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kyrie Irving is out there with Exum. Then there's Daniel Gafford. Then there's Edwards. And it's Davis in at the power forward.
You got to run Kyrie off that line. If you let him get comfortable and find his shot from behind the arc, it's a wrap.
James kicks to Doncic. Puts up a deep three. Rebounded by Gafford.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Now, here is Irving. Back to Edwards. Irving passes to Davis. Just 5 to shoot. Left side, Edwards. Over Goodwin. Edwards can't hit. And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. It's a 3-point game. One thing about the Lakers, Clark, over the last couple seasons, they get themselves to the free throw line.
Yeah, and a lot of that is due to the fact they've got some real creators in their lineup, guys who can attack off the dribble at multiple positions from multiple angles, and that creates pressure for the defense.
Gafford misses.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Goodwin kicks to Hayes. And stolen by Irving. Davis with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Doncic with the steal. James right side. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. LeBron's got 5 points so far.
LeBron ready to fire, shot it with confidence there.
For 3, Edwards. To the left wing. Exum with a wide open look. Hits the 3-point bomb.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Vanderbilt inside. He's defended by Exum. Vanderbilt misses. Well, there's no question, and he welcomes this, that Anthony Davis shoulders a heavy load on the defensive end.
And he should, and he does. I mean, he's a true anchor. He protects the rim. He can guard out on the perimeter. Communicates well. He's got an excellent basketball IQ. And he's a guy that can cover up a lot of mistakes from his teammates. In many ways, Anthony Davis is the epitome of a two-way threat. He can be just dominating on both sides of the ball with his physicality.
Mavericks leading by 3. Doncic with the steal. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you very much. LeBron James is still dominating at an age where most players are well into their retirement. How does he do it? He said, show up, put the work in, and then go out and trust it. I'm just trying to push the limit. See how far I can take this thing. It's me versus Father Time. Kevin, back to you.
David, that's one you're always going to win against Father Time. Hey, thank you for the report. 1:52 left to play in the first quarter. Goodwin with the steal. Fast break, the Lakers, and a wide open look for James. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. He's got 8.
Well, you know, defensively, you try to keep LeBron out of the lane, but then he drops that on you.
Irving kicks to Exum. Edwards with the screen for Exum. Outside Edwards. On the wing, Irving. On the clock. Over LeBron. Second shot opportunity. Davis setting the pick for Edwards. Off target from three-point range. LA has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. The shot's good from Hayes.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Here's Davis. Out to Edwards. Spins. Gafford sets the pick for Edwards. And Gafford throws it down.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Now here's LeBron. He's got 8. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. James has got 10 points.
And making it look easy, LeBron overwhelms the defense inside.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Out to Edwards. Taken away by Hayes. Knocked loose. Stolen by Exum. Pass to Gafford. Exum with it. Over Doncic. And no good in the last second attempt this time. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for the Lakers.
They're controlling the pace of this game, pushing the ball up court and getting good looks in early offense.
One other factor today, points off turnover. I mean, let's see if they can keep up the pressure, capitalize off more forced miscues.
So with Davis sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. Washington and Lively hold down the post for him. Klay Johnson is out there with Christie, and it's Martin in at the 3 spot. Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
They never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
Pass to Koloko. A rebound by Washington.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
And Thompson gets it to go.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go. Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Christie can't make it.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Finney Smith finds Vincent. And again, no good by the Lakers. The Mavericks leading. Martin with a screen on Reeves. Good! Thompson makes it look so easy.
Such a silky, smooth stroke from deep. Thompson, excellent accuracy.
Here's Koloko. Lively defending. Reeves gets the bucket.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Christie trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Lakers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%.
Really good pass from Finney Smith. He understands that you can't squeeze that orange if you got somebody ready to catch and shoot.
Here's Christie. Pass to Washington. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Lively the pass to Washington. Here's Christie. 6 to shoot. Martin with a screen on Reeves. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Austin Reeves picks one up.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Misses from short range. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. To the surprise of some, Derek Lively made an immediate impact as a rookie.
Count me amongst those folks, Kevin. I saw him in college, and I liked his potential, and I thought it would take a while longer for him to have an impact. But, boy, he has exceeded expectations in a big way. And because of his shot blocking and energy, running the floor, rim running, and the like, he's earned himself some nice minutes as a contributing player.
Here's Thompson after the basket by the Lakers. And he's good on the 3-ball. Thompson's got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for the Mavs. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Vincent's shot is good.
Boy, he could have taken it himself, but he went from good, better to best in getting the shot for his teammate.
To the right side. Here's Christie, defended by Vincent. Christie can't make it. Lakers have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 of 10. Finney-Smith kicks to Hachimura. Back to Finney-Smith. And finished off by Finney-Smith.
Hey, I know he makes a lot of threes, but he is not just a shooter. Finney-Smith will throw it down on you if you're not careful.
Lively with the screen. Christie the pass to Thompson. Over Vincent. Thompson misses.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Pass to Finney-Smith. From outside the arc. That one misses. His first miss of the game after making his first 3. Now Thompson fires from deep. Thompson from way outside.
Another one from distance. He's hot, and they keep feeding him, which makes a lot of sense.
Vincent with it. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first.
Lakers shooting their first free throws of this game.
A year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Both shots good from the stripe. Thompson for 3. And he trades.
There will be 2 minutes to review.
And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center.
Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
31.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Up in the front court, the forwards are James and Vanderbilt. Doncic out there with Goodwin, and it's Hayes in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. And there is a whistle, and that's going to go on Jackson Hayes. That'll be his second foul of the game. Irving sets a screen for Exum to the inside. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Exum. 7 points for Kyrie Irving. With the rise of positionless basketball, Clark, this has to be the most difficult era to be a center.
I would not disagree with that, quite honestly. I mean, they're asked to do a lot. I mean, if they're not elite rim runners as centers and shot blockers, they've got to be able to shoot and shoot from the perimeter, not just in the low post. And they still have to be able to finish around the basket. I think the biggest thing is they have to cover more ground defensively because how the game is played offensively with a lot of movement and pick and roll.
About 1 minute played here in the second half. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. The Mavericks at last season's trade deadline added length by acquiring Daniel Gafford and P.J. Washington. Coach Jason Kidd says they help on both ends. Gafford has the ability to roll and has great hands. P.J. can put the ball on the floor and guard 1 through 5. And then defensively, they both bring physicality. Kevin?
David, there is an argument to be made that was one of the best trades at midseason this league has seen in a very long time. Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
Davis dishes to Exum. Outside Edwards. Lock at 6. Exum passes to Davis. Here's Edwards. And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss. Now the Lakers on the break. From deep, James cooking from deep.
Well, I tell you what, you better track Bron all over the floor, or he's going to make you pay.
Irving against James. Taken away by Hayes. Sinks that one from the post. James has got 7 points here in this quarter.
And look, if you're going to allow him to get to the bucket that easily, this lead's going to go from small to big real quick.
Exum, the kick out to Irving. On the wing, Davis. Back to Irving. Just 5 on the clock. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Irving's got it all tied up now for the Mavs.
Kyrie going to work from the mid-range is a thing of beauty. Such a skilled offensive player.
Back to Vanderbilt. And good that time.
High percentage play. He's excellent around the rim.
Dallas has gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Edwards, a screen on Doncic. Trains it from beyond the arc. Exum's got 6 points. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire. I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Out to Edwards. Exum deciding where to go with it. Shoots over Doncic. For this screen on James. Irving finds Edwards. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Doncic passes to James. James all the way to the rim.
Hey, I really like what I'm seeing from LeBron here tonight. Keeping it simple. He's going to the hot hand, which is him. That's pretty good.
Irving with a clean look. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Irving's got 6 in the quarter.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Vanderbilt gets a wide open look, and a miss there on the triple. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. They lead by 1. Outside, Davis. Edwards passes to Irving. Edwards with the screen for Irving. Back to Edwards. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The Mavericks have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. And Edwards drops them both. There's 18 seconds left to play here in the third. To the left side wing. It's stolen by Edwards. Driving the lane. The shot's good from Christie. And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
hear it for the most legendary dance team. Mavericks substitution, number 16, Caleb-Martin.
6 seconds left to play in the third. Reeves, that's a two-pointer. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Mavericks lead.
Let's hear it, fans.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. So with Davis sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. Washington and Lively hold down the post for him. Thompson is out there with Christie. And it's Martin in at the 3, the small forward. Christie kicks to Thompson. Shot clock at 6. Vincent with the rebound. Lakers trail by 5. Finney Smith passes to Vincent. Uncovered. Yep, right through the net.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
Christie the pass to Martin. It's stolen by Hachimura. And here we go again. The Lakers on the break. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Vincent with it. Picked up by Thompson. Back to Vincent. 6 to shoot. Reeves outside. Shoots the 3. Here's Koloko. And he dunks it down.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Lakers?
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end. Tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
And they've really been able to get out in transition and produce. The defense hasn't had an answer for this up-tempo pace.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Vanderbilt's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. LeBron comes in for Rui Hachimura. And Doncic is subbed in for Vincent. And stolen by Thompson. Here's Lively. Lively against Doncic. Here's the 3. Doncic knocks in the 3.
Well, you know, Doncic, with his combined package of skill and confidence, that pull-up jumper is a real weapon for him.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Hayes, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Kyrie Irving, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Jason Kidd went over with his team. Now, they've been happy with the way the team is shooting. He reminded players to keep taking those threes, that they've had some clean looks. And when that 3 goes in, it's always a welcome sight. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Some of the quickest hands in the NBA. Kyrie showing you that quick release there.
Vanderbilt kicks to Doncic. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Outside, Martin. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And here is Irving. 5 to shoot. And it goes down 2 points. Irving's got the game tied up here for Dallas.
Kyrie, not a bad answer. He'll give you the needed hoop when you need it most.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. A different look for Dallas. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Derek Lively. And it's Edwards in for Martin. Los Angeles has gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. James finds Reeves. James a screen on Thompson. Reeves gets the bucket.
And the passing instincts of James are just unreal. He has that great sense for when and where to send the ball.
Out to Edwards. Another 3 for Dallas.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Oh, an easy two from Doncic.
Doncic not afraid of the moment, actually embraces the spotlight. This guy steps up big when needed most.
Thompson, a screen on LeBron. Irving, good. Irving's got 13 points in the second half.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
1:29 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Reeves. Buries it down low. And you can feel the crowd react as one.
Guys, what a blast of energy that just sent through this entire building.
Irving for three. Offensive rebound. No good. LA's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Reeves the pass to Doncic. Back to Reeves. Pass to LeBron. 6 on the shot clock. Over Irving. Got it.
Well, they're having major trouble dealing with LeBron.
The Mavericks have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Outside for Davis. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
No question about it. Touch is with Anthony Davis.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
Reeves with the screen for Doncic. Reeves the pass to Doncic.
His great length really helps AD defensively.
This isn't a done deal yet, but they have got to move quick.
That's the way to go.
Irving double team. Thompson outside. Irving sets a screen for Thompson. Back to Irving. Thompson finds Irving. It counts, and the foul. Austin Reeves picks one. The coach's challenge has been issued. A team like this.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
What's up? He sinks the clutch free throw.
This is what makes him special, his ability to come through in these spots.
LeBron passes to Vanderbilt. Oh, no good. So a close game sees Dallas taking this win. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for him.
Let's Lake. A look at Orlando's opening lineup. They've got Jonathan Isaac and Carroll out there with Goga Batadze. Then it's Suggs, and it's Houston in at the 2-guard spot. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Vanderbilt, your small and power forwards. Then it's Luka Doncic. Then there's Jackson Hayes, and it's Goodwin in a 2-guard. On the wing, Suggs, guarded by Doncic, puts up a 3. Suggs, no good. You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success, and anything short of that is a failure.
Isaac with a screen on James. The kick out to Banchero. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Goodwin. On offense, here are the Lakers. Pass to Doncic. Beyond the arc. Orlando with the rebound. And just about a minute into this first quarter. The kick out to Banchero. The long distance 3 is buried.
Yeah, boy, the confidence of this young man. Banchero with the moonshot.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I did briefly speak with J.J. Redick. I asked him how he plans to slow down Paolo Banchero, and Coach told me, look, he's an all-star, so you've got to guard him with your whole team. He's big, he's strong, he can punish you down low, but he's also quick and has the ability to beat you on the perimeter. We'll have to be disciplined tonight, B.A.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Outside Vanderbilt. Three-pointer. And Los Angeles, another 3.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
Batadze, the pass to Suggs. Batadze with a screen. Suggs with it. Hayes picks him up. Just 4 to shoot. Another shot. Back to Suggs. Pass to Houston. Fires the 3. The kick out to Banchero. Counted from distance. Banchero's got 6.
You know, I know some would like to see Banchero increase his shooting range, especially since he doesn't have a solid shot from behind the arc.
Isaac against James. LeBron, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he's sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
And how about LeBron? Even if he's no longer the clear-cut best player in the league, he can still take over a game, RJ.
Oh, make no mistake, he is still the best when he needs to be. Absolutely has a switch that gets flipped when he needs it. It's not on for 48 minutes, but he can definitely turn it on for a few.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Pass to Doncic. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in.
2 minutes.
James, left side. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Give him 8 points now.
Once the last 3 went in, I looked at LBJ and I was like, yo, I think he's going to try and respond.
Here's Banchero. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. And the call will be against Jonathan Isaac. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
From deep, here's Doncic. Orlando with the rebound.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Suggs against Doncic. And Suggs, here we go. Isaac left side. Pass to Houston. Here's Batadze. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Batadze with a screen. Puts it up from the high post. Second shot opportunity. Here's Houston. And another 3 for Orlando.
When he has enough space, he's more than comfortable letting it fly from outside.
Here's Doncic to the wing, right side. Deflects the pass. Oh, and a fast break for the Magic. There's 42 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. It's James with the drive. And slam dunk by James.
Okay, King James. Look, there is no stopping Bron when he gets on the bounce.
Suggs, the pass to Banchero. And he drives in. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
Oh, wow. Plenty of room for his trademark slam.
You could tell once he saw the crack in the D, you knew what was going to happen.
Yeah, everybody in the building was waiting for it.
And it's Hayes, that time on the assist from James.
And LeBron James will outsmart you. He will open up things for other teammates with the pick and roll.
It's Suggs with a drive. Count it.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
The three from Banchero. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. Paolo Banchero getting it done for Orlando. He's found his... If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Orlando.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And following off of what you said, they've really done a good job distributing the ball, passing up good shots for great ones.
So for Orlando right now, the Wagner brothers on the floor. Franz at the three, Mo in the middle. Then there's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and it's De Silva in at the four. Hachimura from long range. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. Magic leading by 5. Well, after a decade of uncertainty, Magic fans now have a lot to cheer about.
This is the most optimism they've had around the team since the Dwight Howard era. And it centers around their young star, Paolo Banchero. He is going to be a force for a very long time.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, this young Magic roster has chemistry. Coach Jamal Mosley said they're so tight together. It's just organic. They're happy in creating these relationships over time. And it's because they're all just good kids that like being around each other. Guys, that's what you want.
Yeah, no question. Something to build on, Allie. Thank you.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
And it's Wagner off the drive.
Come on, B.A. Emphatic slam from a player who does it better than most.
Oh, defense optional when the freight train is coming.
Always in attack mode. We see him do this night after night.
Here's Koloko. And he buries his first look. Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. Wagner outside. Lets the three fly. And Wagner hits from deep. And the Magic lead by 8.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
Vincent passes to Finney-Smith. Here's Koloko. Back to Finney-Smith. Shot clock at 3. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. Vincent. De Silva with a rebound.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Hachimura from long range. Offensive board. And that one's good. Koloko.
How about the level of activity this dude just brings to the glass? Just refusing to give up on plays, and his teammates, trust me, they appreciate the effort.
And Wagner gets it to go. Looking at lineups around the league, Grant, seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, B.A. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
Koloko. And can't connect on that one. His first miss. He's 2 of 3 now. The three. Black, no good. Lakers trail by 8. Hachimura with the ball. Wagner picks him up. The shot by Reeves, no good. Here's Black. He's marked by Finney-Smith. Wagner for 3. The Lakers with a rebound.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Back to Vincent. count that one.
Got it in close, and unless it's an open three, that's the key to efficient offense.
Orlando leading by 6, and his defenses have adjusted to Austin Reeves scoring. Richard, he's countered with the pass.
Austin Reeves doesn't get enough credit for how good his handle is, how much it's improved. It's allowed for him to score, get into different places, and make these passes.
Wagner finds Wagner. Kicks it out to Wagner. Wagner with a screen on Hachimura. Fires the 3. And Wagner hits from deep. And now it's an 11-point Magic lead.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Back to Hachimura. Shot clock at 6. Outside Reeves. Here's Finney-Smith. Outside Reeves. Hachimura with a screen on Caldwell Pope. From deep, Reeves. Orlando with a rebound. Wagner's got his 4th rebound in this one. For 3, Caldwell Pope. Oh my, came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws. That's on Gabe Vincent. It's his first trip to the line. And the second free throw is good. And he makes all 3.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Vincent outside. Pass to Hachimura. Outside Reeves. They need this. It's rebounded by Wagner. Wagner's got 5 rebounds in the game. For 3, Caldwell Pope. He drops it from range. Caldwell Pope's got 11 here in the corner alone.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. And guess what? Mission accomplished.
Oh yeah, they're doing a terrific job not giving this hostile crowd anything to cheer about.
And so it's the Orlando Magic leading by 17 at the end of the period. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking, you assume, is going in. And more NBA action on 2K Sports.
They're thinking about the shot.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Paolo Banchero with a strong contribution so far in this one.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
LeBron and Vanderbilt, your small and power forwards. Then there's Jackson Hayes. Then it's Luka Doncic. And it's Goodwin in at the 2 spot. That's the Laker 5.
Look, when LeBron James is hitting his 3 from that spot, look, this offense completely opens up.
Batadze, the pass to Suggs. Back to Batadze. Batadze with a screen. And it's blocked. Here's Doncic. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim.
I like when Doncic goes right up with it, giving the defense no time to react.
Brad, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
Pass to Banchero. Suggs with a screen on James. Banchero no good. Lakers trail by 12. Here's Goodwin. And Vanderbilt slams it in.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam to the paint. Here's Batadze. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easy.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
And so it's Suggs. He brings it up for the Magic. 17 points was their biggest margin. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. And Carroll passes to Suggs. And Carroll with a screen on Doncic. The Magic need to put one up here. And Carroll no good. The Lakers have gone 3 of 3 in the second half. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, Paolo Banchero grew up in Seattle playing pros every summer, and that gave him a huge leg up in the NBA. He said, quote, "They'd always tell me it's not as hard as you think. You just have to be focused and locked in." That's what led to me having that demeanor. Brian?
The 2023 Rookie of the Year, Allie. He hit the ground running. Magic leading by 12. Suggs outside. The kick out to Banchero. Banchero goes strong down low.
I mean, it's incredible. Banchero can be so dominant. A young player with such a promising future.
I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. And Suggs, here we go. Oh, deflected. And it's the Lakers on the break. Back to Doncic. No good that time. The Magic have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. The kick out to Banchero. Natase with a screen. Takes a 3. And once again, off the mark by Orlando. Lakers trail by 14. Goodwin passes to Doncic. Oh, Doncic from way out there.
And I love Doncic's shot selection. So smart at knowing when to shoot it.
And Carroll with a screen on Doncic. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
And the Lakers going with a whole new group out there. Pass to Hachimura. From deep, Reeves. It's rebounded by Wagner. Wagner's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Caldwell Pope. And it falls all over the rim and in. Caldwell Pope's got 13.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Black passes to Caldwell Pope. The 3, and they'll get another chance. And he dunks it down.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
I got him. Right here.
Here's Black. Hachimura covering. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Wagner. This one for 3. Knocks down the long J. Give him 8 points now.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
And so it's the Orlando Magic feeling confident. 18-point lead to end that quarter. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Fourth quarter on the court for the Magic. On the wings, it's Caldwell Pope and Wagner. Then there's Wagner, and it's De Silva in at the power forward position. Here's Black. He's marked by Finney-Smith, and the shot goes down. Black's gotten 4 this quarter.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Vincent outside. A deep 3. It's rebounded by Wagner.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Orlando leading by 22. from behind the arc. And again, it's Orlando with a three.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed. Credit to him for trying to get that three right back. Missed the shot, but that's a fighter's mentality.
Caldwell Pope's shot is off. And Reeves has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. Here he goes. And he throws it down with one hand.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from three.
Hachimura, the pass to Reeves. Pass to Finney-Smith. Gets the three to fall. Finney-Smith's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Wagner outside. Caldwell Pope for three. Knocks down the triple.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And there's a pick. Let's go with a three. They grab their own miss. Outside Finney-Smith. That three's off the mark.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Black passes to Caldwell Pope. Wagner with a screen on Reeves. Wagner outside. The three is up. The Lakers with a rebound. Vincent outside. Launches the three. Knocks it down from distance.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Outside, Caldwell Pope. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Kicks it out to Wagner. Shot clock at 5. Takes the three. The shot no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots. And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Magic.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And a new group getting ready for the Lakers. Hayes is checked in for Koloko. Vanderbilt comes in for Finney-Smith. LeBron, he's checked in for Hachimura. And Doncic has subbed in for Vincent. Wagner outside. Lets it go from deep. Isaac, the pass to Suggs. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Oh, road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
Great job drawing the foul, and almost converted the shot as well.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Wagner inside. He's defended by Hayes. And Carroll with a screen on Reeves. Caldwell Pope's shot is off. Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
The selfless attitude of James. When someone on his team has a clean look, he feeds him.
The kick out to Banchero. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
He's been a piece of the puzzle tonight, but it's a team effort. Everyone's contributing to this lead.
And here's James. From deep. Misses the shot. So it's the Magic winning this one easily.
Magic start out with the ball. A look at the starting group for the Magic. They've got Jalen Suggs. Banchero is out there with Jonathan Isaac. And it's Houston in at the shooting guard. And right the way Orlando ended last season, it's really fueled their fire for this year.
Yeah, I mean, a tough loss to Cleveland in Game 7 of the opening round. But it's hard to win in this league without first incurring some battle scars. Wow, he got whacked on that, which shouldn't be much debate there.
Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
Here is Edwards. The Magic getting the bucket. Good on the triple.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Banchero with the screen. And that one's good. Suggs has got 5 now.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Jason Kidd and I talked a few minutes ago, and we spoke briefly about how critical it is to slow down Paolo Banchero. Coach said he can be a force on offense when he gets a couple to fall. Energy and effort from our guys has to be high if you want to contain him. We'll see if that team can contain Banchero out there, guys. Back to you.
Thanks, David. The Mavericks have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Edwards with the screen. Exum kicks to Edwards. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of folks, the coach's challenge has been an issue.
Second team foul. At the line for 2, Kessler Edwards.
It comes to some of the more difficult calls to make. Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Free throw good, Edwards. No good on the second free throw. Orlando's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Here's Banchero. And here is Suggs. 8 points for him. Hits it from 3-point range.
Boy, if Suggs is knocking this shot down consistently, the spacing will open up.
Exum passes to Irving. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. That one goes. Count it. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
And Suggs throws it down.
Boy, what a burst of speed on the drive from Jalen Suggs. Leaves the defender in the rear view.
Right side, Irving. For the screen on Suggs. Irving passes to Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. That's in there. Davis with the assist. And it's 7 points for Kyrie Irving.
Well, solid work from Kyrie right there. This guy never fears going against bigger players. His shot making is too good.
Isaac. Magic moving the ball around. Here's Suggs. And Suggs throws it down.
Some power coming from the PG.
Ah, that's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball. The Magic hitting the bucket. Shot clock at 6. Davis kicks to Irving. Davis setting the pick for Irving. And it's sent back by Isaac.
You can see the long wingspan of Jonathan Isaac coming into play twice on the pipes.
Dallas making a switch here. Dinwiddie's checked in. Orlando's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. And that one is good from Suggs. Suggs has got 17. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes.
Here's Davis. Orlando grabs the miss. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
And that one is good from Suggs.
Yeah, Jalen Suggs has found his rhythm, and now he's keeping his foot on the gas pedal. He is leaving no doubt that the defense could have a tough night.
Oh, here's Edwards. Here's Gafford. Thanks to Dinwiddie. Outside Irving. Davis with a screen on Suggs. Irving for 3. And they recover it. Dinwiddie finds Davis. Back to Dinwiddie. Puts up a 3. 1 second left. Goes up again. Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. It's the Magic. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Orlando.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
So with Davis sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. Washington and Lively hold down the post for him. Christie is out there with Thompson, and it's Martin in at the 3 spot. Wagner with it, and it's Martin picking him up. Picked away. Ball stolen. Driving inside.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
Lively. Good. Nice job down low. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
Wagner, a screen on Thompson. Shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Dallas has drawn 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Washington passes to Christie. Button the screen. Christie can't make it.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And it's good, 2 points.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take. You know, we talk all the time about how important it is to have bigs who can stretch the floor. An example there.
Here's Christie. Outside for Martin. Fires the 3. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Wagner passes to Caldwell Pope, and it's Orlando with another.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Washington sets the pick for Thompson. It's Martin on the wing. Christie against Caldwell Pope. 6 to shoot. Thompson passes to Christie. Shoots. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
There's Wagner with the three. And Lively pulls it down. Dallas has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. GA, when you look at the development of Franz Wagner, what now is the next step for him?
Kevin, for me, it's the three-point shooting, specifically becoming more efficient out there. And I also think he's going to have to become a better passer, ball mover. I got total confidence he'll get there because the rest of his game is complete.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, last season the Magic extended Coach Jamal Mosley's contract through 2028. He said, it's not about me. I just want each one of these guys to reach their full potential. This game has been good to all of us. I want to be part of maximizing how great they can be on and off the court. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. 2 points. That one goes.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Martin with the block. There's 38 seconds left now here in the second. Martin with a screen on Caldwell Pope. Thompson for three. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Wagner's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Orlando moving the ball around. De Silva with the bucket.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Thompson sets the pick for Martin. Out left to the wing. Here's Christie. And that one released in time, but no good. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. We're seeing a tremendous game from Jalen Suggs.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Checking out the group for Jamal Mosley to start the second half. Banchero is out there with Jonathan Isaac. Then there's Jalen Suggs. And it's Bitadze in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
And there's the whistle on this curvy end. Yep, we thought we might see it. And the
first team foul. Jalen Suggs.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Dallas making a switch here. Martin's checked in. And he knocks down the first one.
Jalen Suggs gets a ton of attention for his offensive skill set, and that's appropriate. But let's remember, he can be imposing defensively. The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Irving passes to Martin. And it's Suggs with the rebound. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. 3-point lead. And finished off by Banchero.
Oh, big-time dunk by Banchero. I like seeing the aggressive side of this young man.
From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star grade in 2024, Paulo Banchero.
And, Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has, Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instantly.
Banchero with the ball. And it's Martin picking him up. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
First personal foul.
And guys, that strength will serve Banchero really well in the league, and we're starting to see signs of it already.
Here's Davis. Davis doing his thing inside.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Magic leading by 3. Now one near Suggs as he lets it go. Sinks the three-pointer. Suggs has got 7 points here in this quarter.
Well, this is where you love the fast play by Jalen Suggs. Gets just a little bit of room, and the pull-up is pure.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
It's stolen by Banchero. And the foul called on Edwards. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Suggs. Isaac outside. Kicks it out to Banchero. There's a good screen. Shot clock at 5. Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
On the wing, Irving. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. They get the rebound. Pass to Gafford.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Edwards dishes to Martin. And here's Edwards. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Here's Davis. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Davis has got 9.
And the soft jump shot there of Davis. You got to respect his perimeter game.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here's Black. Throws down the breakaway jam.
You can see the feel Franz Wagner has for the game. Just great vision right there.
Pass to Thompson. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Thompson's got his first bucket of the night.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Here's Black. Here's De Silva. Caldwell Pope on the wing. He's covered by Thompson. Kicks it out to Wagner. From outside, off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Thompson from long range. Black grabs the board. Orlando leading by 4. To the paint. A 3 ball. It's rebounded by Dallas.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Thompson. We got 22 seconds left here in the third quarter.
Well, gets his man in the air with the pump fake, and Clay gets himself to the free throw line. So quick on that release.
The Mavericks have made 2 and missed 2 at the line tonight. That free throw good from Thompson. And so Thompson nails both of them. There's 18 seconds left in the third.
They can close out the quarter if they want to.
It's all about patience right here. Patience and execution. Get a good look.
And that one's good, Wagner. And here are the Mavericks now. It's a 5-point game. Over to the left wing. The shot's good from Christie. Christie's got 6.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Here's Wagner. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Orlando's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots, 6 of 13. So with Davis sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. Washington and Lively hold down the post for him. Thompson is out there with Christie, and it's Exum in at the small forward. Nice move. A shot by Washington, and he's wide open. His three-pointer's off the mark. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Traps in the tray. Caldwell Pope's got the lead up to 7 now for the Magic.
And the three-pointer, a big part of KCP's game. About half his shots come from out there.
Christie the pass to Exum. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Exum's got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball. And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Jared Lively. Davis comes in for Washington. Edwards, he's checked in for Exum. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Christie. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Magic?
They've been in the zone for mid-range all game long, and they've made the most of any chance they found in that space.
Also, I just love how hard they've taken the ball to the rack. They've made a point of attacking, and it's led to them getting buckets.
And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
First personal foul. First team.
And he makes the first. Christie is checked in for the Mavericks.
Kessler Edwards.
And Edwards drops them both. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. And there's the drive. Banchero outside. Wagner wide open. And the three off target. Mavericks trailed by 5. Here's Christie. Pass to Gafford. Thompson outside. Gafford sets the pick for Thompson. Back to Gafford. Just 4 to shoot. He can't hit that time. Nice defense from Wagner. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Guys, when you're talking about young players, the first thing I want to know is, do they have passion and enthusiasm for the game? Franz Wagner, he's got every bit of that.
Martin's checked in for Anthony Davis.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He knows every possession is critical now. And Anthony Davis is checked in for Daniel Gafford. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hi, Kevin. Well, Jason Kidd going over the plan with his team for the last few minutes. He told the players, you guys are too talented to be playing this lackadaisical. Push the ball at the floor, get out on the break, and get to the fast break. Guys, we'll see if they can get it done.
Thank you, David.
Get up, Jalen Suggs. This guy also a terrific football player in high school. And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Count the basket. Suggs has got 16 points here in the second half.
How about the agility of Jalen Suggs to navigate the painted area and finish? Pretty nice stuff right there.
And Edwards slams it in.
It's like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
Suggs with the ball. Misses the three. Davis against Caldwell Pope. Thompson outside. Pass to Christie. Unloads. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And now it's just a 4-point Magic lead. Here's Wagner. Christie against Caldwell Pope. Launches it. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Martin finds Edwards. It's hauled in by the Magic. Here's Suggs. And Suggs throws it down.
I tell you, watch out when Jalen Suggs gets downhill. The athleticism is on display.
Christie, Thompson outside. Davis with a screen on Caldwell Pope. Here's Thompson. Pass to Davis. Elbow shot is on the way. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And now that's 11 points for Davis. And Wagner's got the ball here for the Magic. They lead by 4. Caldwell Pope kicks to Suggs. The three. It's good from long range. Suggs has got 40 points.
The defense is so focused on taking away a Jalen Suggs drive and finishing the cup. This is what it opens up right here. Make those jumpers when conceded, Jalen.
Martin for 3. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Here's Suggs. Martin with the block.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip.
Big time from Clay. Doesn't get phased when he has the opportunity.
Kicks it out to Banchero. It's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Back to Suggs. Pass to Banchero. Wagner with a screen for Banchero.
Listen, we know Klay Thompson prides himself on being an exceptional defender. And guess what? He has the length and athleticism to do just that. Well, great decision to kick it out. Trust that your teammate will knock down the shot.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
He makes the first of 3, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
3 shots.
And he makes the second one, and it's a 4-point ball game. And so he's good on all 3 free throws, and that puts them up by 5.
Well, what a performer this guy is. Game is on the line. He stands up and delivers.
And so it's Orlando winning this one. A truly gut.
likes... scoring. We've got covered.
Yes, we do. Two high-powered offenses, and they're not just talented, they're relentless.
Here are the 5 for the Lakers. LeBron and Vanderbilt, your small and power forwards. Then it's Luka Doncic. Then there's Jackson Hayes. And it's Goodwin in at the shooting guard position. Exum with it. Picked up by James. Davis. And finished off by Davis.
Good positioning that time from AD. Working the pick and roll. Beautiful.
Doncic deciding where to go with it. Three-pointer off the mark.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Davis, the pass to Irving. Pass to Exum. 6 on the shot clock. Now Davis. Here's Edwards. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. About a minute into this first quarter, and if you're looking for identifiable team mascots, Clark, some say the Mavericks champ, the horse, is near the top of the list.
Yeah, he does get after it. Also, the Mavs man. Dallas is rolling out a couple of iconic figures to keep that crowd on fire.
Vanderbilt against Irving, and there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Goodwin, and he banks in the layup.
That's a nice play there. Not going to miss many from there.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
A bit ago, Jason Kidd and I were able to chat. He had a sleepless night trying to figure out how to stop Luka Doncic. He said it's rare to see a player force the other 9 players on the floor to play at his pace. It's very methodical. Like a machine, he said Doncic shows no mercy. Brian?
Thanks for that, Allie. Doncic passes to Hayes. Back to Doncic. And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. And it's in there. Doncic has got his second bucket on the night.
Luka uses his body to create space and then finds the inside look.
Pass to Goodwin. And here's Vanderbilt. Right wing. And he makes it.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Irving for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Irving's got 5 now.
You got to run Kyrie off that line. If you let him get comfortable and find his shot from behind the arc, it's a wrap.
Back to Doncic. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Davis finds Irving. There's the 3. Sinks the tray. Give him 8.
I got a question for you. How do you defend Irving in the pick and roll? He's so quick and his ball handling is so good. Absolutely, virtually impossible.
And Davis has got the ball here for Dallas. Well, Clark, the first 9 years of his career, he played mostly power forward. But over the last 3, Anthony Davis playing a lot of center.
And I think his game has become more focused on staying in the paint, which is where he's dominant. He's added tons of strength over the years. He's using that to his advantage. He's always been one of the special players in the league, in my opinion. And he's still one of the top 15 guys in the league for sure.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Fires the 3. Hits a 3-pointer.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Kept alive. High post Davis. 4 on the clock. Here's Exum. Offline with a 3.
You know, when he has the ball outside like that, that's exactly the kind of D they need to play on.
Here's Goodwin. Rebound, Anthony Davis. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. James against Irving. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
It's going to go on Jackson Hayes.
You know, I like how Irving also keeps the defense guessing, keeps them off balance, and he's so crafty and creative around the basket.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
And it's James with the jam.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride. It makes it look easy.
Irving for 3. No good on the buzzer beater. Kyrie Irving has been on display for the Mavericks. His fingerprints were... And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And when you consider how Dallas is doing, guys, your thoughts?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
Well, the player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
Washington and Lively down low. Then there's Caleb Martin. Then it's Thompson. And it's Christie in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Hachimura from long range. And he buries his first look.
Great idea to pull up and take the transition 3 there. The D was in position to block his path to the hoop if he took it inside.
And when you look at the Lakers, a lot has happened since their championship run in 2020, Clark.
Yeah, it really has, BA, and I think some of it you have to attribute it to a significant amount of roster turnover. And then you pair that with coaching changes. One of the keys to being successful in anything and at any level and in the NBA, stability, continuity. You've got to have it with your executive management team, coaches, and players. And they've not had that, so the consistency has been hard to find.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Washington passes to Thompson. Vincent with the ball. Checked by Washington. And here's Reeves outside. Sinks it from distance. Reeves has got his second basket of the night. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Lakers.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
Something else that stands out is how they've gotten out in transition. Their speed has kept the defense on their heels.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Here's Christie with the drive.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
That's tipped. In transition, here they come. Thompson finishes in transition. Good execution.
A sharp steal and some quick offense cuts it down to a one-possession game. Well done.
Here's Reeves. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Pass to Lively. Thompson outside. It's Martin on the wing. Hachimura covering. 3 on the clock. Goes up on the baseline. Martin misses. Los Angeles leading by 5. Finney-Smith with it, and Lively picks him up defensively. And that one drops. Reeves has got 9 points now in the quarter. Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
Reeves against Thompson. Outside Finney-Smith. tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. The Mavericks have gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. On the wing, Hachimura. Pass to Koloko. Reeves against Thompson. Back to Reeves. Vincent outside. And the shot falls short that time.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Lively passes to Washington. And Washington powers it through.
Oh, I tell you what, checking out the dunking ability of Washington there, this guy doesn't mind showing off what he's got.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. From undrafted to closing games with LeBron and AD, Austin Reeves, what a story, bud.
It really is a great story. I mean, this guy has just continued to prove the doubters wrong. Nobody's going to outcompete him. He's fearless. He's got great skill. Doesn't lack for confidence either. He's one of my favorite players to watch.
Martin. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, phenomenal hustle. He has a knack for those boards.
Man, he is tenacious when that ball goes up.
That's what they've got him out there for, fellas.
Hits the trifecta. And the Lakers lead by 4.
Really good work by Finney-Smith there to get himself in position, doing the work before the shot. And once he gets the ball, he's good to go.
Pass to Koloko. Now here's Finney-Smith. Three-pointer. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
I think that's one of his specialties, really. Finney-Smith is out there to defend at a high level and knock down 3.
The 3 from Thompson, who's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Play drives. Pass to Martin from downtown. Here's Lively. And there's the bucket. Staying with it that time. Offensive glass, getting it done.
I love his tenacity. Extra possessions, second chance points. That's winning basketball.
Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. Austin Reeves has been on display for the Lakers. He put together 10 points in the quarter. More 2K action in just a moment. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Well, you look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he's been everywhere.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
And so in the game for the Lakers, LeBron and Vanderbilt, your small and power forwards. Then there's Hayes, then it's Luka Doncic, and it's Goodwin in at the 2-guard spot. Now here's Edwards. No points yet, and the shot's good.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Los Angeles has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. You know, Clark, with the Lakers, at times it is hard to maintain a sense of continuity.
Well, it sure is, B.A. I mean, there's always pressure to improve or be at your best, but even more so when you're playing in the glitz and glamour of L.A. and all that history. And because of that, sometimes it can lead to high team turnover when you're playing for the Lakers.
5 to shoot. Irving, the pass to Davis. Back to Irving. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Goodwin, no good. And it's Edwards with the ball for the Mavs. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. The ball's knocked loose. And stolen by Vanderbilt. And it's the Lakers on the break. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It goes on Kyrie Irving.
LeBron deals with a ton of physical defense, and he dishes out some physical contact too. But that's why he works so hard on his body. I mean, you might foul him, but you're not going to push him around. No way, Jose.
Dallas has gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
You know, this is simply what Kyrie Irving does. Get buckets against defenders. He's a bucket maker.
Doncic against Davis. Doncic passes to Vanderbilt. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy. Vanderbilt's got 6.
In the NBA, you let anyone shoot inside 5 feet, you're putting yourself at a disadvantage.
Pass to Davis. Outside for Irving. Left side, Edwards. Exum outside. Gafford to screen. Ooh, rejected by Doncic.
Luka's sheer size makes him a mismatch for most guards.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up.
Get out and on the court.
And the Mavericks going with a whole new group out there. For Los Angeles, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. They set the pick. Counted for Vincent. And the Lakers lead by 4.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Out to Thompson. Lively passes to Thompson. Washington outside. And it's stolen by Finney-Smith. Here's the break. Here's Vincent. Three-pointer in transition. And now it's a 7-point Los Angeles lead.
Really good pass from Finney-Smith. He understands that you can't squeeze that orange if you got somebody ready to catch and shoot.
Here's Martin. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Reeves outside. And Los Angeles another 3.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Here's Christie. He's covered by Reeves. Offensive rebound. Christie passes to Martin. The 3 from Washington. And the Mavericks, another 3.
That was silky smooth there by Washington. Only takes him a few seconds to lock and load.
Outside Finney-Smith. Outside Reeves. There's the triple. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
There's the foul. It's on Derek Lively. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Now here's Reeves. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. Back to Finney-Smith. 6 to shoot. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Thompson passes to Martin. Washington a screen. Back to Thompson. To the middle. Martin outside. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Now Reeves. He's got 16. And the shot goes. Finney-Smith's got 8.
Good work from Finney-Smith down low, putting his size and reach to good use.
Pass to Christie. Thompson, a screen on Reeves.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Dallas shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. He's perfect from the line this time. And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to talk it over with his guys. got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
You know what time it is, man. Here comes the King and Crew.
Hachimura outside. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Washington and Lively down low. Then it's Klay Thompson. Then there's Caleb Martin. And it's Christie in at the point. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. So it's Los Angeles now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Inside. Oh, got a piece of it. To the inside. Davis polishes off the break.
Anthony Davis understands the value of points in transition, getting out and finishing on the break.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what J.J. Redick was going over with his team. Well, coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance. So far.
As always, Allie, we thank you.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Pass to Gafford. Clock at 6. Here's Christie. Takes a 3. Tries again. Davis. A tough finish inside from Davis.
What determination on the boards. His work ethic really standing out right there. Well done by Davis.
And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Lakers.
Well, look at this. I mean, points off turnovers. So aggressive, forcing the other team to make mistakes. And it's really paid off.
You know something else, guys? You know, they came out of that tunnel sprinting in a full stride sprint. That translated to the floor and lots of success in the fast break game.
And it's Thompson penetrating. Pass to Christie. And the ball out of play. Lakers will have it.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
Los Angeles leading by 4. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Outside Vanderbilt. Doncic finds Reeves. And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here. And Dallas making a change here. Irving's checked in. 2 on the clock. Stolen by Gafford. Davis, the pass to Gafford. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's going to go on Jackson Hayes.
Now at the line.
First one falls.
Daniel Gafford taking 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Gafford. 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Doncic with it. Gafford picks him up. Doncic passes to Hayes. Fires for 3. And again, the Lakers no good.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Outside Irving. Edwards for 3. Buries it from 3. And the Mavericks lead by 1.
Hey, there's no denying that Kyrie is a score-first guard, but he's a better passer than he gets credit for.
Back to Doncic. Looking to get back on track. Oh, Luka playing grown man ball inside. Neither team able to take a hold of this game.
Yeah, it's been a tight one. Numerous lead changes, very competitive.
Thompson with a screen. On the wing, Thompson lets the three fly off the mark, making him 5 for 6 now. The Lakers have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now.
Oh, Doncic! What do you expect? You expect he's going to find a way to pull through in the clutch.
It's stolen by James. And Klay Thompson picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Now here's Doncic. Pass to Hayes. James with the ball. Hayes with a screen. James double teamed. From deep, here's Doncic. The shot's good on the assist by James.
3 points.
Doncic has got 10 points here in the second half. And he commits the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And here are the Lakers. It's been 8 unanswered for them. A minute 29 left in the fourth. Here's James. There's the strength of the king.
Fighting through contact, not easy trying to corral LeBron when he's focused on scoring. Good luck with that.
Thompson passes to Davis. Yep, that one goes. Davis has got 6 in the quarter.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
James outside. From down in the low post, it goes. And the Lakers lead by 9.
In his comfort zone, finding an opening and exploding to the rim.
Outside Davis. Here's Gafford. And the dunk by Gafford.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changing. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Here's Hayes, and Gafford comes to help. Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. There's 45 seconds left in the game. Thompson against Doncic. Oh, he gets it to go. 7 of 13 now.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 6. From deep three-point range, sinks it. What range from downtown?
Boy, what a high arcing shot from Doncic. Seemed like that one was never going to get to the rim after it left his hand.
And Irving gets it to go. There's 10 seconds left in the game. And Doncic launches from deep. Can't get it to fall. So it's Los Angeles picking up the win. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that's going to do
Stay up. Out. Let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. James is out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then there's Doncic. Then it's Jackson Hayes. And it's Vincent in at the 2. And for Orlando, they've got Jonathan Isaac. He's out there with Banchero. And it's Bitadze in at the 5. And Stan, it seems like the key matchup tonight is down inside in the paint.
Oh, yeah, Kevin. Expect this one to be really physical. If either team backs down, they can just get run over tonight, but I don't expect that to happen. It's going to be a slugfest.
We love those kind of games. They're a lot of fun.
You aren't kidding.
So the Orlando Magic able to put the first points up on the board. Here's Vincent. Oh, good on the triple. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
I caught up with Coach Jamal Mosley. I asked him about the game plan to contain LeBron James, and he laughed. He said, there's a way to contain LeBron James. All we can do is try not to give him easy looks and force him to make tough plays. I guess that's the best thing to do against King James, guys.
Thanks, David. Banchero looking around, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
Orlando with the ball after the basket by the Lakers. Now, Finney-Smith inside. Now, here's LeBron. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
A monster down low. LeBron James, the rare package of skill, size, and athleticism.
That's good from Banchero on the assist from Suggs.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's James. Out of hand on it. And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession. Kick by Finney-Smith. And the shot falls short this time.
And mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him miss another one like that.
Lakers have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip.
First personal foul. First team foul.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. James with it, picked up by Banchero. Doncic outside. LeBron against Isaac. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Paolo Banchero. No one near Suggs as he lets it go. Drills the three-pointer. Suggs has got a couple of threes now in the first with the Magic. Suggs against Doncic. Pass to Hayes. Now Vincent. Back to Hayes. James right side. There's the lob to Banchero. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Nice work by Banchero, making himself available for the alley-oop pass. He's developing great court awareness.
Hayes, no good. Orlando leader. Banchero passes to Queen. Kicks it out to Banchero. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
And he's got a nice fluid motion on his long-range shots. I think Banchero will be a consistent three-point shooter at the NBA level.
Beyond the arc. No good. That miss takes him to 3 for 7. Here's Finney Smith. Good, and the assist goes to James.
And James has always loved sharing the rock as well as making his teammates better.
Pass to Queen. Isaac outside. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Vincent misses. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Kicks it out to Banchero. From the arc. It's hauled in by Doncic. And so Doncic will bring it up to the Lakers. Trailing by 5.
Just a super unselfish guy. Doncic is all for getting his guys going. Enjoys setting the table.
Suggs passes to Banchero. Isaac with a screen for Banchero. Off target with his 3. Here we go. James heading to the hoop. Pass to Vincent. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Paolo Banchero getting it done for Orlando. He notched 8 points in the... And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Magic.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
Taking a look at Los Angeles, we've got Jared Vanderbilt, Austin Reeves out there with Goodwin, then it's Rui Hachimura, and it's Koloko in at the 5 down low. So Stan, you started in the NBA back in the mid-90s. How is coaching different from, say, now to back then?
Wow, Kevin, it's just so different in so many ways. The players have gotten better. Bigger, faster, more skilled. There's more coaches on a staff. Strength coaches have increased in volume and in influence, so there's less practice. Everything now has to be done differently.
Everything is bigger, isn't it?
It really is.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we all know the Lakers have to pound the ball inside. LeBron James says, we have attackers. That's who we are. That's what we do. We're not shooting 40 to 53s a game. We don't have the luxury of being that team. Working it into the paint, that's what we're really good at. Kevin, they play to their strengths.
They got a lot of strength. Got to do it. Thanks, D.A. And Stan, after a few down years, the Magic has been recaptured here in Orlando.
It sure has, Kevin. They've had great draft picks. They have a couple of young franchise cornerstones. They've got size. They've got guys who will continue to improve. This team's got a chance to be really, really good going forward.
Here's Goodwin on the wing, Reed. And the Lakers with another turnover here.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
Wagner with it. He has 5. Fires the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And now a 7-point Magic lead.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
It's Orlando's ball. They're on a 10-2 run here. Here's Black. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Vanderbilt kicks to Hachimura. And it's off from three-point range. Magic leading by 7. Pass to De Silva. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
Now Caldwell Pope following Hachimura's three-point attempt. Reeves against Wagner for the three. Sinks the triple. Goodwin's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Wagner wide open. Nailed from three-point land. Wagner's got the lead back up to 9 now for Orlando. Here's Reeves. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far. The Magic have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Wagner from long range. 4 for 5 with that first miss in 5 attempts from the floor. Lakers trail by 7. Here's Reeves. There's the drive. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Lets it go with the 3. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
And it's Goodwin missing. Orlando leading by 8. Here's Black. It's rebounded by Koloko. The Lakers have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And the instincts there from Hachimura. Notice the overcommitment by the defense and then makes the right pass.
Pass to De Silva. And Wagner has it in the corner. Three-pointer. Drills it from outside. Wagner's got 5 points so far.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
And that one's good. Hachimura.
You have to push Hachimura out of there if you're the defense. He's a real problem on the interior.
Stolen by Reeves. Launches a 3. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Wagner wide open.
The officials will have 2 minutes to review the play.
And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And even though, you're thinking maybe we don't need the replay in a situation like this, there's plenty of time left in this game, and really it's about getting the call right.
And we finished one half of basketball. Magic out in front, leading by 7. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. Without question, Franz Wagner displaying his skills today.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
They've got Jalen Suggs. Jonathan Isaac is out there with Banchero. And it's Queen in at the 2 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Jamal Mosley. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And taking a look back at his performance at the line a year ago, rock solid 79%.
Lakers trail by 5. LeBron passes to Hayes. Back to James. Lakers passing it around. Finney Smith kicks to Hayes. Offline with his 3. Well, Orlando shooting at 50% in a decent group. Here's Suggs. And the 3 ball is good. Suggs has got 9.
Well, they expect this from him. And he's a big reason they're out in front right now.
James. And the Lakers with another miss. Orlando leading by 8. Here's Banchero. Isaac kicks to Suggs. Clock at 6. Pass to Queen. Second chance shot. A rebound by the Lakers. Hayes has got 4 rebounds now tonight, and the shot goes in. Vincent's got his second basket.
And they definitely have the edge in those fast break points.
They got to keep looking for fast break scores to even this game up.
Here's Suggs. A three-pointer, no good. Lakers trail by 6. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. James. LeBron powering inside. Stan, you've been on the bench in the NBA for many decades. What were some of your biggest pet peeves as a coach?
Oh my gosh, Kevin, that would be a long list. But the 2 biggest would be this. I think number 1, anytime there was a lack of effort, not running back on defense, things like that, that I had a hard time tolerating. And then mental breakdowns, things we had prepared for over and over and over again, and then guys just zone out and forget what they're supposed to do. Those were things that were hard to tolerate.
Especially when you would take such care in preparing them in every way. It's got to be just, excruciating.
Frustrating as heck.
Looking for Banchero and gets it there. It's rebounded by Hayes. Hayes has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Well, Coach Van Gundy, you spent a number of seasons with the Orlando Magic franchise. And looking back at that time, what stands out?
Well, Kevin, what stands out for most coaches in jobs, we actually won a lot there, and the winning stands out. I coached a great group of players, inherited not only talent, but guys of high character. It was winning, and it was fun.
Did a lot of winning down there.
We did. Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws. The first overall pick, and Stan, we have seen this kid, 6'10" Paolo Banchero. How impressive have you assessed his passing skills?
Well, Kevin, it was the thing that surprised me most about him when he came in the NBA. I knew he could put the ball on the floor and attack the basket, get to the free throw line. But he is one of the best big playmakers in this league, making the game easier for all of his teammates.
Wow, what a great asset.
You aren't kidding.
Reeves outside. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Caldwell Pope. 1:44 left to play in the third. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Just solid with the jump shot. Hachimura helps your offense in a number of ways. In that case, spacing the floor.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Austin Reeves went undrafted, but his success comes as no surprise to him. He says, "I've always felt like I belong." It goes back to childhood. His mom once asked him, "Is this confidence or cockiness?" And he told her, "You're basically kind of the same thing." Kevin, back to you.
That's something else. Undaunted. Hey, David, thank you. Vanderbilt misses. Orlando leading. And Wagner drives in. That's good from Wagner on the assist from Wagner. Wagner's got his 3rd basket of the night. Here's Reeves. That one goes in.
Austin Reeves.
Well, Orlando shooting at a decent 44% clip here. 36 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Banchero. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
And he's one of those guys that just keeps coming at you. Paolo Banchero is special. You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
He threw good one. And the Magic making a change here. And both free throws good for Goodwin.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Vanderbilt against Wagner. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Black. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. He got it up. Doesn't go for it. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this way?
Yeah, that's great decision-making, and one that embodies a team-first mindset.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. We've got Goodwin, Jared Vanderbilt out there with Hachimura. Then it's Austin Reed. And it's Koloko in at the 5 spot.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
They get it back. Down low. Here's Koloko. No good on that one. Magic leading by 3. It's Caldwell Pope with the drive. Wagner from long range. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Goodwin, good.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Wagner passes to Wagner. No good with the triple. Lakers trail by 4. Here's Hachimura. Yes, that goes in. And it's 7 points here for Rui Hachimura.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
Reed. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to happen.
To the wing right side. Here's Vanderbilt. Reeves outside to tie it up. And it's good on the layup. Reeves has got it all tied up now for the Lakers.
And challenging the bigger defender coming through in the biggest moment.
Yeah, and that's even harder than it looks to overcome that height differential right at the rim.
It's stolen by Hachimura. Pass to Koloko. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the board.
Yeah, that's careless defense, though. I mean, he's one player you could ill afford to let run free. He just loves to be a money player in the fourth quarter.
Reeves against Caldwell Pope. And it's a foul called on Mo Wagner. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
We've got 1:48 left in the fourth. Finney-Smith kicks to Doncic. 6 to shoot. Picked by Finney-Smith. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Wagner with a screen for Banchero. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Doncic. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Lakers. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. 1:11 left in the game. Kicks it out to Banchero. Sinks the three-pointer. And now it's a 3-point Magic lead.
He is just so
clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
Doncic finds James. Wow, the athleticism of LeBron James.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Back to Banchero. Count it.
Used for these big moments from his college days. Banchero's heartbeat should stay low here.
He hits the first one, and that brings them within 2. All free throws good from Doncic.
Well, that's what you expect from him in this situation.
Takes it inside. Wagner with a screen for Banchero. On the wing, Isaac. And here's Caldwell Pope. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Banchero. Another shot. It's rebounded by Hayes. Suggs against James. From 6 feet. Offline. And they commit an intentional foul. See another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And that's an intentional foul. Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 3-point game.
Those free throws make things a little more simpler right now. They just have to guard against the three-pointer.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page in terms of strategy here. Any thoughts?
And only one choice here. They need a 3. I'm sure he's going to sub in all of his best shooters. Under 2 seconds remaining. It has to be a catch-and-shoot 3 if they hope to tie it.
And here's Doncic from the arc. And so the big win by Orlando in a tight game. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous.
Looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
Looking at the starting five for the Dallas Mavericks. Davis out there with Edwards. Then it's Daniel Gafford. Then it's Klay Thompson. And it's Irving in at the point.
I tell you, watch out when Jalen Suggs gets downhill. The athleticism is on display.
The drive by Irving. Outside Davis. On the wing, Thompson. The three ball. Orlando grabs the miss.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And Daniel Gafford picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Orlando with the ball. Suggs surveys the D. Uses the glass on the layup.
Boy, the agility of Jalen Suggs when he touches the painted area and navigates his way to a nice finish.
Doris, one place you see this Dallas team show up is in the hustle steps.
This version of the Dallas Mavericks is as tough and as gritty and as willing to compete as any I've seen.
And about a minute gone in the first quarter. Davis finds Irving. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Well, this is one of the best in the league at converting off contact. What body control by Kyrie Irving.
The three from Suggs. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Suggs has got 7 points in the game.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Gafford passes to Thompson. Pass to Edwards. Thompson, a screen on Banchero. Just 5 to shoot. The three. And it's Thompson that time on the assist from Edwards.
Klay Thompson is not about to let a three go unanswered. Big-time shot.
And Klay Thompson picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Houston. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Mavericks have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Pass to Edwards. All sorts of time. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
You see the offensive force that is Kyrie Irving. Sometimes it's his scoring. Right there, it's his passing.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Jamal Mosley. I asked Coach how they plan to defend Kyrie Irving. He laughed and said, "That's top secret, but seriously, Irving's got those moves, the counter moves, the incredible finishing around the rim, and sometimes you just hope Kyrie has an off night. We'll see how locked in Kyrie is tonight, guys."
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Here's Gafford. The Magic making their last shot. And Irving gets it to go.
Irving, an elusive scorer, so adept at finding space inside.
All right, Doris, Kyrie Irving is a special talent. What's his greatest asset, you think, on the floor?
Oh, PA, this is a tough question. If you ask NBA players, they'll tell you the guy with the best handle historically is Kyrie Irving. But to me, his best attribute, fearlessness, the ability to deliver when it most matters.
And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Here's Wagner. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
Wow, you can't let Wagner get established like that. If he does, scoring is easy.
Gafford finds Edwards. Now here's Davis. There's the drive. Edwards. They shoot again. Out to Thompson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Davis. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. The three from Suggs. No good there. And so it's Irving with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. 4-point game. Knocks down the long J.
Boy, the range of Kyrie and the quickness and efficiency with which he gets it off. Look out.
Suggs with it. Gafford picks him up. And Klay Thompson picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
1:05 left in the first quarter. Here's Houston. Drains the triple.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Edwards a screen on Suggs. Irving for 3. Hits the trifecta. Irving's got 10 points in the game.
Well, there is a special nature to Kyrie Irving's ability to answer back with the 3.
Pass to Houston. Bearing his second of 3 attempts. Mavericks trail by 3. Edwards a screen on Suggs. Here's Irving. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
The buckets, the game is just flowing for Kyrie Irving. Looks easy for him right now.
And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Hanging on the rim, just showing off.
That's how you extend the glory right there. Davis drives in, lets it go from 11. And it's Dallas scoring again.
Yeah, between his length and touch, Davis is the perfect interior player.
The 3 from Suggs. Sends it home from 3-point land. 16 points for him.
Both teams are hot. Woo! This is a fun one to watch.
Well, you love it when you can get off to a fast start offensively. You hate it, though, when your opponent...
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Orlando ahead. They're up by 4. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Magic?
In the early goings, their effort level has been exceptional. The speeding around the defense and opening up options with good penetration.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
On the wings, it's Caldwell Pope and Wagner. Then it's Goga Bitadze, and it's Black in at the 1. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
This Magic team is making moves in the East. Star forward Paolo Banchero said, "We're a lot more competitive. We know we're talented. We can play with anybody, and we've proven it. Just one game at a time." Brian?
Got to take that simple approach. A team on the rise, Allie. Thank you. Christie passes to Washington. And Washington powers it through.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Back to Caldwell Pope. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
And And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Fires from deep. Exum's shot is off. Magic leading by 4. Oh, and a fast break for the Magic. Wagner for 3. It's hauled in by Exum. And now the Mavs on the run. Pushing it up now. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Dallas shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
First team foul. At the line for
And he makes it first. Grant, there are such intense rivalries at the college level. Do any of those carry over to the NBA?
Oh, BA, they sure do. I was part of some serious college rivalries. There was a lot of trash talk with the guys on the other side. It didn't stop that much after we got to the NBA.
Let's remember, at 6'10", Franz Wagner is a tough cover, especially when he's going off the dribble drive.
Exum outside. Pass to Christie. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Lively. Fires the 3. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Boy, Franz Wagner, such a tremendous passer.
Mavericks trail by 6. Exum right side. Washington outside. For 3. Oh, he missed it. Making him 1 for 2 now. The Magic have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. Pass to De Silva. Up top, Caldwell Pope. Lets it go. They get the rebound. And here's Wagner. Launches it. He drops it from range. Wagner's got 7 now in this quarter.
Franz Wagner is a very capable offensive player. Knock down those deep shots, young sir.
Exum passes to Christie. Gets it to go from the corner. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Wagner outside. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Martin. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Well, how about the outstanding vision from the crafty point guard, Dante Exum, seeing the floor beautifully.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Caldwell Pope's got his second bucket on the night.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
Washington, a screen on Caldwell Pope. Christie passes to Washington. It's stolen. Going all the way to the rack. Here's Caldwell Pope. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
And let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And great job to establish position and square up.
The Mavericks making a switch here. Dinwiddie's checked in. Out to the right wing. Here's Black. The three-pointer off the mark. Mavericks trail by 10. Jacks up a 3. And there's Dinwiddie. That one's good. On the assist by Lively. Dinwiddie's got his first 3 points of the game. Orlando has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Pass to De Silva. Back to Caldwell Pope. Over to the wing. The 3 is up. Lively grabs a miss. Dallas has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. And Washington powers it through.
That is nicely done by Spencer Dinwiddie, just getting the ball into the hands of a shooter.
Out to the wing. Here's De Silva. Nails it from 3. De Silva's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, that's somebody who sees the whole floor and delivers it to the perfect wide-open shooter.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. And the first one at the line is good.
At the line for the Mavericks.
And that's good as he hits both shots. And And so it's the Orlando Magic leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Jalen Suggs with a strong contribution so far in this one.
His whole first half looked like a highlight reel, rising up and just owning the rim.
Yeah, this guy, he plays fast, he's aggressive, and if you let him get to the cup, there is nothing that you can do about it.
Taking a look at the Mavericks. Kyrie Irving out there with Klay Thompson. Then there's Davis. Then there's Edwards. And it's Gafford in at the center position. Thompson against Banchero. Picked it. And there's the lob. Bam! Paolo, what execution!
I mean, did you see the strength and force? I mean, that's what puts Banchero ahead.
A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
Hey, Brian, Anthony Davis is letting it fly. He said, the way that teams are playing me, I've been getting back to the mid-range. It's an easier shot instead of fighting the double team, so that's all it is, continuing to trust it and shoot it. Brian, we've seen that jumper be a real weapon for him.
Yeah, that's a good call, Ali. Thanks. He was all alone on that one. And it's an 11-point Magic lead.
And he did that so well in college. Suggs sharing it well in the league, too.
From the arc. And again, it's Orlando with a 3.
Their offense has been unstoppable. Just firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Mavericks trail by 14. Right side, Irving. Thompson outside. The kick out to Edwards. And stolen by Banchero. And here they come. Here's Wagner. Gafford with the block. And it's out of bounds to the Magic. Orlando will retain possession here. Here's Suggs. Isaac for 3. Edwards pulls it in.
Maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I don't think his coaches will agree.
I think we have to check his sanity because there's a number of better options on the floor.
And I'll tell you what, if you're going to mix it up with Davis, you better be on your game. He's so powerful inside.
And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. So we'll see Kyrie Irving go to the line here. It's going to go on Jalen Suggs. Grant, we all know how good Kyrie Irving is, but he's especially lethal in the fourth quarter.
And his clutch moments go far beyond his series winner in the 2016 finals. He thrives in high-pressure moments and has done so his whole career. And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Gafford passes to Thompson. And it's Orlando with a rebound.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Isaac outside. From behind the arc. Gafford grabs the miss.
Hey, sometimes you miss even under the best of circumstances.
Davis with a screen on Banchero. The 3 from Thompson. They get it back. Here's Edwards. Second shot opportunity. Can't get the layup. And Suggs has got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. They lead by 11. Irving against Isaac. Pass to Suggs. 6 to shoot. And he lobs it up to the rim.
Can we remember this guy is 6'10", so if he's in position, turn the lights out.
Mavericks trail by 13. Edwards with it, guarded by Banchero. And out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
Unforced turnovers. They'll drive your coach insane.
A line change here for Orlando. So for Dallas. Wagner for 3. Lively grabs a miss. The Mavericks have gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. Martin. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Pass to Black. Sinks that one from the post. Black's gotten his first bucket of the night.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Good work there as it goes. Mavericks trail by 17. 40 seconds left in the third.
Orlando foul. Black. First personal foul. Second team foul.
There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter. Martin outside. Down low. Clock at 6. And Washington powers it through.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
Here's Lively going inside. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Yeah, surprised he doesn't have more shot attempts. He's been accurate. You'd think he'd want to take control now with them behind.
Batase with a screen. Wagner for 3. Second chance effort. Oh, sweet move. Here's De Silva. Hits a three-pointer. De Silva's got 8.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense.
And so it's Orlando with an impressive 16-point lead heading into the break. Really mucking it up on defense. Active hands, multiple efforts, forcing turnovers. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. On the wings, it's Caldwell Pope and Wagner. Then it's Goga Batase, and it's De Silva in at the power forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Mavericks shooting 51%. Good clip from the field. Here's Exum. That one drops for him.
Well, it's hard to question the size Dante Exum brings to the point guard position. He's unique in the game.
Three-pointer. Black, no good. Mavericks trail by 20. Exum outside. Banked it in off the glass. Exum's gotten 4 this quarter.
Well, what a job. Punching the ball to the interior and finishing in the paint. Nice.
For 3. Lively grabs a miss. Lively's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Washington. That one goes. Count it.
His energy is unmatched.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Batase, the pass to Wagner. And once again, off the mark by Orlando. Pass to Christie. This one for 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Here's Wagner. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Here's De Silva. He's guarded by Martin. De Silva with the bucket. And the Magic lead by 15.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup. Nicely done.
Here's Martin. Three-pointer, no good. The Magic have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. For 3, Caldwell Pope. Lively grabs a miss. Lively's got 6 rebounds in the game. Washington passes to Christie. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for 1 more. And a new group getting ready for the Mavericks. Gafford, he's checked in for Lively. Anthony Davis comes in for Washington. Edwards, he's checked in for Martin. And it's Klay Thompson in for Exum.
Oh, my goodness. How about the aggressiveness from Bron Wagner leaves no doubt on the dunk.
Here are the Mavericks now with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Christie passes to Edwards from outside the arc. It's rebounded by Banchero.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Suggs, no good.
2 minutes remaining.
Mavericks trail by 14. Thompson passes to Christie. There's Davis with the three. AD stretching the floor.
Well, Davis is a very capable shooter. He can hit from just about anywhere.
Great positioning on the putback. Dallas now, time running out. Pass to Thompson. Now Edwards.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
The Magic have got 5 out of 10 shots to drop here in the final quarter. Poke loose, and the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. There's a minute 34 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. The offensive rebound. The kick out to Banchero. From deep. Fires in the triple. And the Magic lead by 16.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Magic.
They had to fight for this one. With the game hanging in the balance a couple of times, they made winning plays, Grant.
It's all about having a strong mentality. What's interesting is that any time momentum turned against them, instead of folding, they responded with their own attack.
And what a huge performance it was for Jalen Suggs.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
When you see the score and how much time is left, you realize this game is just about over.
Well, you have to appreciate the hard work that went into building this lead. They have been terrific all night.
The three from Suggs. Drops in the three.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Assisted by
Orlando with the ball. 22 was their biggest lead. Here's the three. Suggs, no good. They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A., keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
35 seconds left in the fourth. Pass to Wagner. Shoots it from the corner. And again, it's Orlando converting.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
Who poked away? So it's the Magic winning this one easily. Well, this might not have been the most